wanted to mix turtle and pig DNA to make an entirely new creature, and so that is exactly what I did with the help of my pet pig here and my pet frog. I quickly fertilized some eggs and encapsulated them in jelly, and I let them sit until they matured, and then they grew up into what looks to be a frog-like creature, but with turtle features and a pig demeanor. This is one of my favorite creations. Thanks. The most amazing animals that I've created is my hamster deer hybrid. It started off with taking DNA from my pet deer and mixing it with DNA from my pet hamster. I fertilized an egg in our laboratory. After 9 months, it hatched and gave birth to the most beautiful little babies that we spoon-fed until they were old enough. This is how big they are. They're about the size of a shoe. They're so amazing. These deers look exactly like any deer you've ever seen before, but are the size of hamsters. Follow for part 2. I wanted to make an animal hybrid spliced with an animal hybrid. And that's exactly what I did when I took my cat dog DNA and mixed it with my chicken DNA in my home laboratory. After fertilizing an egg, it only took 4 months for it to hatch. This is what it looked like when it came out. I bottle fed it until it was fully grown, and although this was half bird, half cat dog, it still could not fly, even though it had wing-like appendages. This is one of the cutest and most cuddliest animals I've ever created. Thanks for following. Bye. I decided to continue to try and mix my Pikachu DNA with cat and also raccoon. So I took one of my Pikachus from my earlier videos and spliced his DNA with raccoon DNA. And then I took that DNA and spliced it with our pet cat. Back in my laboratory, it did not take long to have favorable results. My wife really liked these ones. As you can see, as they were young, they look like cats, but have raccoon facial features. They're elongated like the Pikachu was, as it was mixed with electric eel. Here it is with its mom. Here they are fully grown. They're quite beautiful creatures, although not perfect, so I let them free and still see them from time to time outside. One of the cutest animals that I've ever made, a pig-dog hybrid, and as always it started with taking dog DNA and one of my fatter pig's DNA here to my home laboratory, where we spliced the DNA together until we had a perfect little baby. We bottle fed him until he was old enough to eat. He is so cute. We named him Pog because he's a pig and a dog. He loves to lie around in the dirt like a pig. Look at how cute he is. His pig and dog features make him one of the smartest, lovable pets I've ever owned. You all asked for it, and here it is. This is my squirrel and dog hybrid. I started off with DNA from one of my pet dogs here, and spliced it with the DNA from one of my pet albino squirrels. I took their DNA to my laboratory, and after long, we were left with these beautiful little babies. After a few months, they were growing into beautiful little squaws. My wife wanted to name them duerls. They love to eat nuts like squirrels, but have the bodies similar to dogs. They like to sit around in the grass and just eat all day. They're so cute and lovable. But, like squirrels, they belong in the wild, and we let them go as they please. Thanks for watching. Follow for part 2.